Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Putting everything we've learned into action. Act like her. Embodiment. But remember, you can do all the work in the world, but if you don't change that mind, nothing will change. All the vision boards, all the visualizations, all the meditations, none of that matters until you change your mind. So you're still probably wondering, okay, well, I still need help. I got you. All right, let's talk about the iceberg theory. So you have 3 parts. I'm sure you probably have more, but let's keep things simple for us to understand, okay? You have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and unconscious mind, all grouped into one inside your brain, right? So let's start with the unconscious part of your mind. This is where systems that control your body lives. This is where long-term memory lives. Of course, there's so many things that we can list, but I try to keep things simple for people to understand. In your subconscious mind, this is where your self-image lives. Beliefs, values, your emotions, your imagination, intuition, language, your habits, your programming. This is the reason why you've been starting and stopping. That is a result of you trying to do things with your own willpower, which is coming from your conscious mind. The conscious mind is logical thinking, willpower, short-term memory. So that looks like you saying, okay, I'm going to lose weight. That's a conscious thought. I'm going to lose weight. But subconsciously, your self-image is you're fat, you can't do it, you start and stop. Your emotions is depressed because you believe you are fat and can't do it. Your imagination is you being overweight. The language is negative. The habits are negative. But consciously you're saying, no, this is the year I'm going to change. Willpower. Willpower will only get you but so far. This is why you start and stop. Until we can change that subconscious mind, your actions will not change. So, in order for you to be that person that loses the weight, subconsciously, you have to see a different image in your mind. You have to see yourself fit. You have to see yourself healthy. You have to see yourself full of energy. You have to see yourself eating better. And once you believe those things, once you believe that you can be that person, you will have better emotions. You'll start to feel happy. You'll start to feel motivated. You start to feel like you can do it. Your language will be different. Despite what others say, your habits will start to change. Why? Because it all started with the image in your mind. And because all those things are changing now in your subconscious, now the result, as within, so without, now on the outside, the 3D realm, you can now perform. But you couldn't before because, again, when you saw yourself fat, when you saw yourself eating that McDonald's, you had a lower vibration. You felt like you can't do it. Words carry vibration. Saying something that's disempowering is a lower vibration. Saying, I can do it. I see myself fit. I see myself healthy. I see myself at the gym. That gives you power. You cannot do anything without energy. We need our energy, which is why it's important to preserve our energy and not give it away. We need our energy. As long as we're on this earth, we need our energy. So in simple terms, that is how you're going to move forward. So with your self-image, remember there's so many parts that make up your self-image. Your beliefs is the biggest key factor. You having self-discovery, you having an ideal self, which we're working towards now, self-care, self-esteem, self-love, self-compassion. So many things make up your self-image. But let's focus on the positive. So having positive words in your mind will directly transform your actions. If you truly believe that you're beautiful, that you're loved, that you're kind, that you're generous, you're abundant, you're outgoing, you're royal, if you truly believe that you're an important person, that you're caring, that you're funny, you're entertaining, if you truly believe you're a disciplined person, you're detail-oriented, you're unstoppable, you're a warrior, if you truly believe those things, that will change your actions because you will then start to have a higher self-esteem. And when you have a higher self-esteem, you'll start to take better care of yourself. You'll start to do some self-care. So what is your ideal self-care routine for the higher version of yourself? Does she go to the salon? Does she go to Pilates? What kind of food does she eat to take care of her body? And when you start to do those things and you take action with taking better care of your body, of your hair, your nails, your skin, dental, what you're eating, you'll have a higher self-esteem because you're like, oh, I look good, I feel good, I smell good. That's going to give you energy. That's an energy boost. When you have a higher self-esteem, you'll start to take action. What is your ideal action plan for your higher self? What is it? These are the things that you have to think of. What is she doing? And maybe you say, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. That's fine if you don't know career-wise what she's doing. But one thing you can know is how is she taking care of herself at least? How is she doing her beauty routine? How is she eating? How is she staying healthy? For one thing, for her to be a higher self, for you to be your higher self, she's definitely disciplined in all areas. In the areas that she struggles with, she gets help. So remember when I said you're not becoming something you're not, you're already her. By you taking this step, by investing in yourself, investing in this course, honey, you're the higher version of yourself right now. Because that's something she would do. She would invest in herself so that she can become a better person. Your ideal self has systems. She has systems for her self-care routines. And due to the positive cycles, those are the things, those cycles are what produces the high self-esteem for her. She's self-compassionate. She has self-compassion. She's gentle on herself because she understands being a hard critic leads to negative cycles, and we don't need that. We don't need a spiral out of control. She has a positive self-concept of herself, positive beliefs, because she knows it's going to spiral her up, not spiral her down.